Project 2025 publishes comprehensive policy guide, mandate for leadership, the conservative promise. Well, I don't like a lot of what your ideas are. But you seem like just another think tank, no different than all the think tanks on the left, but you're on the right. Another think tank that's going to dictate and decide for everybody. Really no different than a video I did recently that most people probably would blow off, but I think is a big deal, which is the video I did a couple days ago about the Miller Group out of University of Virginia that's really has had control over the administrations. Yeah. This is no different than that bullshit. Yes, it's part of the Heritage Foundation. Do some of what the Heritage Foundation put out, I agree with? Yes, some of it. But this Project 2025, the more and more I see, the more I'm like, no, you people don't even know how to focus on what really needs to be focused on. They see more, what seems more important to them is pushing their agenda. Okay? So I'm a conservative, but I don't like think tanks coming in deciding everything. I'm really against that. And they seem to, President Trump supports them, I guess. I mean, at least in his first administration, it says on their website that he implemented 69% of the things they had recommended. Okay, well, okay. So it says here, with the goal of shaping policy decisions among presidential candidates, the 2025 Presidential Transition Project announced the publication of the 9th edition Mandate for Leadership, the Conservative Promise. It's the earliest publication of Mandate ever, months before candidates square off in the first presidential primary debate. Yeah, so I don't know, Project 2025, I thought that America was supposed to be about the people, not a bunch of you experts, because that's really what you say in your articles is that it's experts from this area and that. Okay, yeah, we've had the experts. Look at where they've taken everything. So the Family Research Council on the advisory board of the Heritage Foundation's Project 2025, a comprehensive transition plan organized by right-wing think tanks. The Heritage Foundation is to guide the next GOP presidential administration. So Project 2025, am I electing you? Because you'll be controlling things behind the scene, no different than what we have now? Stupid people. And so this is one of the things, because look, okay, I'm a conservative, but this far radical right, I am not. I am not for a national abortion ban. All right, there are times that abortion should be accepted. If somebody is raped, if a child is raped, if a mother's life is at jeopardy, if it's incest, I'm sorry, but you know what? The far right can think what they want, but don't you dare stand on biblical values and say, no, we're about no abortion. No, you do that, and you will be so far from a biblical values. You don't, that is actually forcing someone to give birth. A child that is raped and becomes pregnant, you want to force her to have that baby? No, see, that's going too far. So, this is how both the extremist sides get totally out of control. Because they say here, the Heritage Foundation's Guide to the Next GOP Presidential Administration, and they have in here, it aims for the next conservative administration to attack reproductive rights from several angles, including removing the term abortion from all federal laws and regulations, reversing abortion pill approval, punishing providers by withdrawing federal health funding, and restricting clinics that provide contraception and STD testing. Other extremist anti-abortion groups such as Susan B. So, do you see what I'm saying? This is the last thing we need. Plus, everything they're focused on isn't focusing on the thing. Like, we need to, like clear out the rot, okay? And they're just focused on, almost as if let's just keep all the rot there, but we'll cover it in this pretty kind of design, and the rot will still be there. You got to remove the roots from the core of everything. You got to remove the garbage. They're just going to help protect it, as far as I'm concerned. So let me tell you the problems with this. So Project 2025 champion. Could you explain what that means? So there's more than just this. Let me explain what this says. Because they said, how and why did you get connected? Do you have a personal connection to the cause? So this woman has gone on to say, I lost my grandfather to suicide on May 1st, 2012. Not only did he die by suicide, but I'm an ER nurse, and he died in my emergency room. It was while I was processing my grief and trauma that I participated in an Out of the Darkness walk in Batesville, Arkansas. After that walk, I got involved with my local chapter. Eventually, I was asked to join the chapter board. Fast forward a few years, and my daughter began her social transition. I was thankful to have my AFSP family help me navigate being part of a transgender child and find the mental health resources she needed at the time. I'm also very passionate about our veterans community. My grandfather's husband and son all served. Being involved with AFSP has enacted me to help expand much needed mental health services for both the LGBTQ and veteran associations. And then she says here, there are a number of reasons why I wanted to be involved with Project 2025. From coming from a military background, guns, and a way of life, I always advocate for safe gun ownership. It's so crucial that we spread suicide prevention education. But then she goes on to say, secondly, I'm a nurse and healthcare leader. Okay, a red flag there. I'm just saying. I have watched as patients were shuffled through the system and still unable to receive the care they deserve. It's my desire for the healthcare system to do better, and Project 2025 is a wonderful inroad to help make that happen. No, I totally disagree. Being a Project 2025 champion means being a spokesperson and primary point of contact. Primary point of contact, what will be your role? Because you go on to talk in here about grants for mental health, and then everybody has heard this forever. We're going to reduce the suicide rate. Well, you have to get to the root of the problem if you want to do that. That's what I never hear these people say. They just put this this is what we're going to do. No, you have no plan of action. And the plan of actions that you do have never seem to work because, again, you're not going to the root of the problem. And they go on to talk here, which was what disturbed me the most, is they want to know doctors and nurses and the people working in the hospital, sort of like the left is trying to do. We want to know what your mental health condition is. You don't have a right to know what everybody's mental health condition is. You don't have a right to know every detail about people's lives. So what is Project 2025 doing, okay? Except, again, they want to put this pretty lace over all the garbage and rot that's in the system. So if you want to help people, then you have to clear the rot out, stop having point of contact people that, first of all, don't work in mental health, number one, and are at associate professional levels. Those are the people that are making everything worse. If that is where Project 2025 wants to take their leaders from, and President Trump wants to go along with that, well then, and I cannot see that President Trump would support this stuff. Maybe some of it, I don't know. But at this point, we need people to no longer listen to these think tanks and these professional organizations because they are part of the problem. And Project 2025